Hi guys, I'm Ram Birla and I'm here with my one of wonderful teachers, Miss Dr. Rajpal, to celebrate this Tech Talk Fest. But before that, I'm really very thankful to him, so you for this privilege to have to give this chance and to share this fest with me. Thank you so much for this, sir.
First of all, I would like to welcome you, Ram, on Tech Talk Fest. And secondly, I would say I don't expect any kind of thanks, and it's not a privilege. Rather, it is a duty of me as a teacher or as someone who has initiated this particular task to reach out to the students and their problems. So, welcome, and I also invite the young minds to come forward for such kind of talk fest on tech. And I would also mention that tech is a platform for the young minds, experienced people, young minds like you and experienced people like those who might be watching this and maybe coming on tech someday.
Thank you so much, sir, for this. So, guys, now this video is going to be really wonderful, fruitful, and important for you all, and life changing as well. So please be with it. Stay connected with this video till the end. Please do subscribe the channel and share it as much as possible. So as I'm here with sir, and sir, I'm having some certain questions with me, which I would like to uh, ask from you, and I would be happy to get answer from you.
Right.
So should we begin?
Yes,
Let's,
please.
okay then.
I'm ready to be suited with your questions.
Yes. Let's begin, guys. This question series, which I'm going to ask from sir. My first question is to sir, is that sir, as a student, it's my observation that being a student, as a student, it's my observation that there are some students who devote lesser time to their studies and get maximum output of that, or get maximum result of that. And other hand, whereas there are some other students who devote maximum time to their studies but get lesser marks and result. So why is it so? This is my first question to you.
See, very appropriately, you have framed this question that some students spend lesser time and they get the maximum results or they get the maximum output from that. And on the other hand, there are some serious students who spend more time into their studies and they get lesser results. So at the very outset, I would like to tell you that time is not the only factor that determines your academic output. Time is not the only factor that determines your performance in the exam, or that time is not the only factor that enables you to pass an exam. Certainly, it's an important factor, but not the only factor. There are factors like your basic skills, your basic habits, and the kind of level that you possess at a particular point of time. Those students who spend lesser time today might have spent more time into their studies previously. They might have worked upon their basics very well, and that's why today they are in a situation to make the maximum from the text in a very limited period of time. And for that matter, particularly if I talk in terms of my own experience as a student initially and as a teacher later on, is this, that such students who spend lesser time and get maximum output are the students who are very dexterous, the students who are very well, they are dexterous, they are very skilled in reading and writing skills. Having sound reading skills, they are capable to read the text properly, making the meaning out of that particular text. And when it comes to write the same concept, same information, same knowledge in the exam, they exceptionally write so well that they perform better. So it is only because of this disparity of skills and the level of the current level of, I should say, the intelligence that matters and that enables those students to perform better who spend lesser time into their studies. They have fun and they do all the extra activities, co-curricular activities as well, and still they perform well in the academics, in the pure academics, because they possess good skills.
Thank you so much, sir, for this answer. Satisfying answer. It was really satisfying for me.
I'm happy
all
that
guys-
it's a satisfying answer. And I also would like to ask you all whether this answer is satisfying or Ram Birla is just trying to please me by saying that it's a satisfying answer. Please,
Thank you
next
so much,
question.
sir. And now moving to the next question. Guys, stay connected. Our next question, my next question is to you, sir, that what piece of advice would you give to that slow learners, as we have talked in the earlier question?
See, the advice to the slow learners is this, that they should not leave up the job having some sort of inferiority complex, number one. Because an intelligent student, a student who has good reading skills, might read one chapter in 2 hours. And for the slow learners, initially it might be a 7-hour affair to complete the same text. But you should not be worried about it. If you start working on your reading skills, so might be initially your vocabulary is not proper, be it any discipline. You are not familiar with the basic terminology of a particular subject. Maybe you are, for example, you are studying chemistry. So you don't know the basic terminology of chemistry, and that's why it takes time while you are studying a particular chapter, because you have to consult to dictionary, you have to look the basic terminology, and you have to get the meaning of those basic terms in order to understand a particular chapter or a chemical process for that matter. So initially it might be a time consuming affair. The similar case happens with the people who start reading English newspapers. So when they start reading English newspapers in the beginning, one particular editorial takes too much time, obviously. And reading a newspaper takes 4 hours, 5 hours in the beginning.
Yes.
But after but after spending 3 months, their vocabulary level increases, and that's why they are familiar with the words which are frequently being used in the newspaper, and their speed is accelerated, and they end up reading the article within 15 minutes or 20 minutes after spending 1 hour in reading one year in reading newspaper. So if they consistently perform well on their skills, if they keep enhancing their reading skills, if they keep enhancing their writing skills with a very limited period of time, they have the chance to beat those who are far ahead of them, particularly because it is also a caveat for the advanced learners, that those who possess good reading skills and writing skills, they try to uplift their callers, and the lack of sincerity, the lack of seriousness, they become victims of lack of seriousness and lack of sincerity. And that old story, the rabbit and the tortoise, so that thing happens. The slow learners, they are committed, they are serious, they are disciplined, so consistently they keep doing well. And those who are already doing well, they they take their performance granted, and they stop doing well. So this is also an advice to the advanced learners, that they should also be focused, and they should also possess this sincerity and seriousness into their student life.
Thank you, sir, for this answer. So, guys, in this answer, what we got from sir, that some would say that slow and steady wins the race, and that is always happen. So, sir, moving to the third question. My third question is to you, that this question is actually about the role of teachers. What's the role of teachers, and how in ensuring the success of slow learners, or how they can contribute to for the students?
Okay. At the very outset, the teacher has a greater role to perform or a larger share to contribute in ensuring success for not only the slow learners, but for those who are advanced learners too. Because ultimately, if they are advanced learners, they have also been taught by some teachers.
Yes.
But I am sticking to your question and answering to your question precisely. I would say that a teacher has a bigger role to play for ensuring the success for the slow learners. And two M's are very important here. Number one M for motivation and another M for monitoring. A teacher has to monitor the activities, the progress, the academic engagement of slow learners very consistently. He or she has to monitor the progress of slow learners. And it is not only about monitoring, but it is about motivating them. A teacher should motivate the slow learners to keep doing their best, and he should instill a modicum of confidence into their hearts and minds that they are no less important in the class. They are equally important in the class as the advanced learners. They should not have that sense of inferiority. This is to be ensured by the teachers. And at the same time, the teacher has to give personal attention to such slow learners, because the speed has to be accelerated, and that accelerator is to be pressed by the teacher in collaboration with the student. Please,
Thank
next
you, sir,
one.
for this satisfying answer. It was really satisfying for me and for all viewers. Of course,
Please, you don't say that it's for all the viewers. The viewers have to tell themselves whether the answer was
Of course.
satisfying or not.
of course, guys, you have to answer in your comments, right?
Yes.
And in this question, what was the answer? It was very important. What we got from sir is that the great qualities of teachers, how the teachers can be a good motivator, and if they are motivated, they can definitely motivate the students to have some good scoring, right? Thank you so much, sir, for this. And moving to the uh, fourth question, my fourth question is about after teachers. I want to discuss. I want to have know about the roles of parents. What is the role of importance of parents in molding the characters of the students or slow learners, or how they can motivate as teachers can do this?
First of all, Ram, I would like to thank you for keeping this string of questions very straight. All your questions are related to slow learners. And this kind of attention, this kind of depth of thought should be practiced by all the learners. That when you think on a particular topic, you think deeply on it. You'll just think in one direction. If you are taking up issues, then slow learners, why they are slow learners, role of teachers, role of parents. So very well framed question. And now I would like to answer it. That this in this age of cutthroat competition, the parents are like investors. They invest not into their children, they invest in their projects, expecting the high returns, the high and immediate returns. So therefore, my message, my humble message, my humble request to all the parents who might be watching this video of the students who are slow learners, they should have patience. They should act patiently. They should also, like teachers, they should also motivate the slow learners that you take your time. We are not in any hurry. You take your time. You perform well. You just speed up your studies. Don't worry on that particular matter. So apart from motivation, the thing that is very much needed on the part of the parents or slow learners is to have this virtue of patience.
Yes, sir. So you have mentioned the greatness of parents also here in this question, and we got to know some importance of parents. Parents are definitely important. They have importance in our life, but as sir mentioned, that is also very worth saying. So, and this is our last question to sir. Guys, please be here with our last question. In this question, this it's going to be interesting for all guys, you all guys, okay, and for me as well. In this question, so this is my last question, and in this question, I'm expecting a precise message to the slow learners. As we have discussed in the whole interaction, there was discussion about the slow learners. So, what would you like to give as a precise message then?
What is your understanding and definition of precise? How much precise you want me to be? I have taken up all the complex questions in a very precise manner. But if you still want me to condense my argument, I would repeat one saying that you mentioned: slow and steady wins the race. Number one. Number two, be honest to yourself, believe in yourself, keep doing well. You would do better after a very small period of time, and you will do the best because you are the best. Thanks for watching this video. And I would like to also thank Ram for being with me
Thank you
on
so
this
much, sir, for
TEC
this wonderful
Talkfest.
interaction. Guys, it was really wonderful. And if you liked it, please do share it and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ram.
Thank you.